Hey, everybody. I am here hanging out in my backyard, but I have to tell you, I live near an Air Force base, and there have been fighter jets like crazy all of a sudden. But I wanted Goose to be here with me today, so we have to be in the backyard. So if fighter jets come, we'll just pause for a minute and we'll go from there. Okay, cool? Goose, come here, buddy. Here's the big old monster right here. Good boy. So we are going to do a special edition version of Sunshine Sayings today. Instead of using our jar, I have taken a few quotes from, okay, let me back up a little bit. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And every 6 months, we have what is called General Conference. And at General Conference, we get to hear from our church leaders, and we get to hear a lot of inspirational, helpful things that remind us how to be more Christ-like. And our General Conference was over this weekend. And so instead of pulling things from the jar, I found a few of my favorite quotes from Sorry, getting all tongue-tied. I found a few of my favorite quotes from General Conference, and I'm going to share some of those with you. So let's start out with one of those, and then we can talk. What's going on with my husband's job too, because I know that's probably what you guys actually want to hear about, right? Let's be real here. Oh, Rosalie, you're on today! Yay! I'm so glad you're here. Do you not have class? Oh, is it a holiday? Maybe that's why. Emily, dude, General Conference was so good. Oh, Rose, I love your face too. And I bet if Jackson and Grace are watching, I love you guys too. Oh, you're in class? Oh, then they're probably not watching with you then. Okay, so my first quote that I wanted to share with you is by someone named Elder Dieter F. Uchtdorf. He's one of my favorite. Used to be an airline pilot. Amazing. One of my favorite. I shouldn't have favorites. That's probably bad. Anyway, he says, "We all must walk through difficult times, for it is in these times of adversity that we learn principles that fortify our characters and cause us to draw closer to God." Okay, I hope you guys can hear me again. Maybe. Those jets are so loud, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let me try that one more time since the jet was going over. He says, "We all must walk through difficult times, for it is in these times of adversity that we learn principles that fortify our characters and cause us to draw closer to God." I love that because there's not a single person you will ever meet in life that has not been through adversity. And I think sometimes we get into this place where we feel so lonely in our adversity and in our struggles. We feel completely isolated sometimes, and it's helpful to know that every single person has been through it, and that the adversity is there for a reason. It makes us better people, it makes us stronger, and it helps us to be molded into that person that we need to be. Oh, Steph Cookie, hi, I'm so glad you're here. Dang jets. I know, right, Emily? All the time. Okay, let's do one more quote, and then we can talk husband's work stuff. Let's see. "Truly, for those with faithful hearts and eyes to see, the Lord's tender mercies are manifest amidst life's challenges." That is by Elder Garrett W. Gong. So again, "Truly, for those with faithful hearts and eyes to see, the Lord's tender mercies are manifest amidst life's challenges." So, as you guys know, life has been pretty crazy over here. I haven't said a lot in this channel, and I still can't say a whole ton. Oh, it's Lindsay, not Stephanie. Well, you showed up with the name Stephanie on there, but hi, Lindsay. I'm glad you're here. Okay. I need to be cautious about what I say. So we are in the midst of some legal battles, and so I can't give you a ton of details. What I can tell you is Chris could feel that the department was becoming increasingly toxic after those first riots began. And he recognized that it was no longer a place that he wanted to work, and that he needed to that he needed to step away from that department. So he put in his application at a much smaller department that we both had discussed and we both had prayed about, and we felt really confident in him moving over to that department instead. He went through the interview process very, very quickly. In fact, he put in his application at 1 o'clock in the morning because he worked grave shifts, right? So he was awake. So he put his application at 1 o'clock in the morning. By, I think it was 11 o'clock the following morning, he had already gotten a phone call. They wanted to interview him. They buzzed through the process as quickly as they could, which is basically unheard of in police work. It typically takes months to get hired on. This time it took him 2.5 weeks to get to a job offer. We were really excited. We were ready to be away from the major metropolitan city, away from a lot of the protests and that kind of stuff. And 4 days after he got that job offer, that major city actually put him and the remainder of his squad on admin leave. And so because they were put on admin leave and they were now being investigated, Chris requested to rescind his resignation so that he could remain with the department as they finish up the investigation and then move over to the new department after that. They denied him that opportunity. So today is actually his last day. He went in this morning and turned in all of his equipment that hadn't already been taken when he was put on admin leave. And as of right now, because he is still on leave, he is not yet able to start with the new department. And I just want to say the new department has been wonderful. They've been so great to work with. They've been so understanding. They've been so helpful and trying to do everything they can to help us. The problem is that right now the district attorney in the state of Utah is attempting to, I'm sorry, not the state of Utah, for Salt Lake County is attempting to press criminal charges, not only for my husband, but for the entire K-9 squad. Mind you, for doing things that were within policy. So, yay for that, right? Hang on, more jets. What are you doing, dog? Come here, Goose. Hi. Hi. Come on, me. Hi. That's the big, huge, terrifying canine that they no longer want in their city. Just thought you should know. You know, the big old teddy bear. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. Anyway, so the new department's been as helpful as they can be. They are doing everything they can to get Chris in and working as quickly as they possibly can. We're so grateful for them. There have been so many wrinkles and so many complications, and I want to share with you as much as I can, but not enough to cause any issues. So I guess I had promised I'd let you know the fate of the dog. As of right now, we have been told that he is ours to keep. However, there is paperwork that has to be filed and has not yet been completed, last I heard. Let me see if I have an updated. Nope, I do not. So as of right now, they're supposed to give him to us, but because the paperwork isn't, sorry, getting tongue twisted again. They're giving him to us, but paperwork is not finished, so legally he's not ours yet. He is a gigantic liability, though, and we are very apprehensive with the idea of keeping him when he doesn't belong to us, especially with today being his last day with the city, and they will no longer be compensating us, paying for food, compensating for time to take care of him and things like that, because if he doesn't belong to us, the city really should be footing the bill for him and taking care of liability. But without the paperwork, we don't, it's not legally on them yet. It passes to, anyway, it's very complicated. The whole thing's annoying. I just wish they could figure stuff out. There are so many other wrinkles and so many other parts of this story that I wish that I could share with you, and I cannot. I do want to tell you, it's been a really difficult journey. Hi, buddy. There have been a lot of really tough moments through the last couple of months, but especially the last few weeks since he got put on leave. Sorry, I'm saying so much, you guys. With all of the difficulty and all of the uncertainty, and as of tomorrow, Chris being technically unemployed, there have been so many blessings too. And that quote I just read about the tender mercies, I've seen them so much. There's been so much kindness, and there's been so much outreach toward our family. I won't lie to you though, on Saturday, I had like a mental breakdown. I was just tired. I'm tired of seeing so many people publicly screaming about how awful my husband is, and that he and the other handlers are so corrupt and evil, and that these dogs are so vicious, and that's my family. And it's not the truth. It's hard to sit back and know that I can't say anything, but they can go on the media and say whatever they want. But if I say the wrong thing, I can totally mess up any legal case that we potentially have. And that's been really frustrating, to try and process and work through that. However, again, there have been so many tender mercies, so many kind people. People have brought us dinner, and people have taken care of the kids, and people have brought us like candies and treats and flowers. And so many people have been so kind. And I can see that God is involved, and I know that he has a purpose for all of this, and I know that he has a plan. And dang it, I wish I could see that plan right now, because it'd make all of this insanity a whole lot easier if I could just see what the end goal is, see what the outcome will be. And instead, I am just going to trust. I just have to trust him at this point. So hopefully by 5 o'clock tonight, we get the paperwork so we can keep this guy. We'll have to wait and see. If it's not turned in by 5, I mean, I guess we bring him back to the city because he's not ours. Sorry. Okay. Conference was a lot about making it through difficult times, and a lot about the purpose of struggles, and a lot about trusting Heavenly Father. And I loved that. I loved that so much of it was the leaders of our church recognizing that a lot of us are struggling between COVID and the protests and the election and everything else that's happening right now. So many are struggling right now, and I love that they saw that and they addressed that. And the final quote that I want to read for you guys today is from President Russell M. Nelson. He's the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And he said, "Life without God is filled with fear. Life with God is filled with peace." And I just want to promise you that that is true. If you push God away, there's fear, and there's anxiety, and there's heartbreak, and there's still difficulties, and there's still heartbreak even with God, because that's how we become who we need to be, right? But if we trust God, and if we hold tight to him, then I promise you, he is in control, and he will help us to get to where we need to be. I believe that wholeheartedly. Goose, he's chewing on my table. I have a little like lap table that the computer's on, and he's chewing on the corner. Hey, do you want a treat? Oh, gross. He just dropped his Kong in my lap, and it's covered in nastiness. Here, house. Good boy. Good boy. All right, guys. He is so cute, right? If only we can keep him. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. There's so much of this whole thing that is completely unknown still that I don't know if he's going to be able to stay ours, and I don't know if Chris is going to be able to start the new department. Oh my gosh, bugs, like little bugs. Gross. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but I trust that God is in control. I trust that he has a plan for us, and things are going to turn out beautifully. All right, guys. Oh, how was Lily's birthday? Lily's birthday was back in September. What did we do? It's only October. It has not been that long, you guys. And I'm spacing. Oh, we went ice skating for Lily's birthday. It was super fun. We had a great time. What are you doing for your birthday today, Emily? Because it's Emily's birthday today. Yay. We decorated her door. I love you too, Rose. Thank you for jumping in. Nothing right now. We'll do something fun later, okay? Like cookies. We should make you cookies. All right, guys, I'm going to jump out. I don't know where Goose is, and that makes me nervous. Oh, he's over in the corner eating a bush. You know, normal dog things. All right, guys, thank you so much for jumping in. I really, really appreciate you guys being here. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Have a fantastic day, everybody.